Prison gangs are widely recognized for their structured organization, use of violence, and involvement in ongoing criminal activity, both inside correctional facilities and beyond prison walls. These groups are typically formed around shared race, ethnicity, or regional identity, and they rely on intimidation, strict internal discipline, and enforced loyalty to maintain authority and territorial control. Their influence often extends into illicit economies such as drug trafficking, extortion, and coordinated violence. In this documentary segment, we examine some of the most dangerous and influential prison gangs in the world, focusing on their origins, estimated size, operational reach, and documented criminal activities. Number 10. Texas Syndicate. The Texas Syndicate is a powerful prison gang that emerged during the 1970s within the Texas correctional system. Primarily composed of Mexican-American inmates, the organization emphasizes loyalty, brotherhood, and ethnic solidarity as core principles. Over time, the gang expanded its influence beyond individual prisons, establishing a coordinated presence across multiple Texas facilities. One of its largest concentrations has been reported at the Huntsville unit, where estimates suggest approximately 1,500 members have operated within the institution. Law enforcement investigations have linked the Texas Syndicate to organized criminal activities, including a large-scale drug trafficking operation, coordinated from within prison walls in 2019. The gang has historically faced conflict from rival groups such as the Mexican Mafia and Barrio Azteca, resulting in ongoing power struggles within the system. Number 9. Black Disciples. The Black Disciples originated as a street-based organization in Chicago, Illinois, before developing a significant prison presence. As members entered the correctional system, the gang adapted its structure to prison life and rapidly gained influence. Intelligence reports have identified the Stateville Correctional Center as one of the primary locations housing Black Disciples members, with estimates of roughly 300 inmates affiliated with the group. Leadership is maintained by senior figures often referred to as King Shorties or King Brothers, who exert centralized control over operations and discipline. Number 8. Nuestra Familia. Nuestra Familia formed in the 1960s within the California prison system. Acted initially as a defensive response to the dominance of the Mexican Mafia, created to protect Hispanic inmates. The organization quickly evolved into a highly structured and disciplined prison gang. It maintains a notable presence at Pelican Bay State Prison, where estimates suggest between 400 and 500 affiliated members operate under a rigid hierarchical framework. The gang's influence extends across multiple California facilities, reflecting its long-standing role within the prison power structure. Nuestra Familia maintains a rigid and highly structured chain of command designed to ensure discipline, secrecy, and long-term operational stability. The organization has been linked to multiple forms of criminal activity, including coordinated violence and contraband distribution within correctional environments. Due to its compartmentalized leadership system, detailed information regarding its command hierarchy remains limited, even among intelligence agencies. This structure allows the gang to maintain internal order while minimizing exposure to outside investigations. Number 7. United Blood Nation. The United Blood Nation, commonly referred to as UBN, emerged during the 1990s as an offshoot of the Blood Street Gang, but evolved into a distinct organization primarily operating within correctional facilities. Unlike street-based groups, UBN relies on a formal hierarchy and strict loyalty codes to maintain cohesion among incarcerated members. The gang originated at Rikers Island, where it initially formed to provide protection and solidarity for blood-affiliated inmates. Over time, its presence expanded across multiple United States prisons, with particularly strong influence within the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. Current estimates place UBN membership between 1,500 and 2,000 individuals. Documented activities include extortion schemes and organized drug distribution within prison systems, generating both control and financial resources. Number 6. Mara Salvatrucha. Mara Salvatrucha, widely known as MS-13, originated in Los Angeles during the 1980s. It was initially formed by Salvadoran immigrants fleeing civil conflict in their homeland, seeking protection from rival groups. Over time, the organization became associated with organized criminal activity and developed a significant prison-based presence. MS-13 holds substantial influence within the El Salvador prison system, where its estimated membership of approximately 8,000 individuals contributed to the construction of a facility designed specifically to house its members. The gang has since expanded internationally, maintaining active operations in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and parts of Europe, demonstrating its extensive transnational reach. Number 5. Barrio Azteca. Barrio Azteca originated in the border region connecting El Paso, Texas, and Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Formed primarily by Mexican-American nationals seeking protection within a highly violent environment. The gang gradually expanded across multiple U.S. correctional facilities. A significant concentration of members has been reported at the El Paso County Detention Facility, with estimates of roughly 400 affiliated inmates. The organization maintains control through intimidation, violence, and coercive tactics directed at rivals and institutional staff alike. Number 4. Tango Blast. Tango Blast emerged in Texas during the 1990s. Originating from the consolidation of several regional prison-based groups, its decentralized structure differentiates it from traditional hierarchical gangs, allowing it to adapt rapidly within correctional systems while maintaining coordinated influence across facilities. Tango Blast is composed primarily of Hispanic inmates and operates through a decentralized organizational model that distinguishes it from more rigid prison gangs. Over time, the group expanded its influence beyond Texas, establishing a presence in correctional systems across states such as California and Arizona. One of the most significant concentrations of Tango Blast members has been documented at the Caulfield unit in Texas, where estimates suggest the gang maintains a membership of approximately 500 individuals. The absence of a clearly identifiable central leader has complicated law enforcement efforts, allowing the organization to function through regional command structures. Due to its involvement in contraband distribution, coordinated violence, and intimidation tactics, Tango Blast is considered a substantial threat to institutional security within the United States prison system. Number 3. Black Guerrilla Family. The Black Guerrilla Family was formed during the 1960s amid the broader Black Power movement, initially aiming to protect incarcerated African Americans from violence and systemic discrimination. The organization was founded in 1966 by George Lester Jackson while he was imprisoned at San Quentin State Prison. Over time, the group evolved beyond its original ideological mission and became associated with organized criminal activity. Today, the BGF has been linked to drug trafficking operations and violent enforcement actions both inside and outside prison facilities. A notable concentration of members has been reported at Maryland Correctional Adjustment Center, where estimates range from several dozen to over 100 affiliated inmates. Intelligence reports also associate the group with targeted assaults against rival organizations and individuals. Number 2. Mexican Mafia. The Mexican Mafia, commonly referred to as La Yim, originated within the California prison system. Like many early prison gangs, it initially formed to protect Mexican-American inmates from rival ethnic groups. Over time, the organization developed into one of the most sophisticated and influential prison-based criminal syndicates in the United States. While its reach now extends nationwide, its primary stronghold remains in California. San Quentin State Prison is considered one of its most important bases, where recent estimates suggest approximately 200 active members exert significant authority over prison operations and inmate networks. Number 1. Aryan Brotherhood. The Aryan Brotherhood, sometimes referred to as prison Nazis, is one of the most infamous white supremacist prison gangs in the United States, known for its strict ideology, racial exclusivity, and long-standing influence within correctional institutions. The Aryan Brotherhood emerged within San Quentin State Prison during the racially charged climate of the 1960s. From its earliest stages, the group developed a reputation for extreme discipline, secrecy, and organized criminal behavior. Although smaller in overall size compared to other prison gangs, the Aryan Brotherhood has historically maintained disproportionate influence within correctional systems. Intelligence assessments indicate that one of the highest concentrations of its members has been held at a DX Florence, a high-security federal facility designed to confine inmates considered the most dangerous or disruptive. Despite limited numbers, members of the group have exerted significant control through fear, coordination, and long-term planning. The organization is widely known for its history of extreme violence, including assaults, targeted killings, and intimidation campaigns against rival groups and individuals of different racial backgrounds. Entry into the gang has historically required acts of severe violence, reinforcing internal loyalty and deterring defection. These practices have contributed to the group's enduring reputation within the U.S. prison system. It is also important to recognize that prison gangs do not operate solely within correctional facilities. Many maintain external networks that continue functioning beyond prison walls, engaging in criminal activities such as drug trafficking, money laundering, and other organized offenses. Their hierarchical structures, communication methods, and transnational connections make them persistent threats, not only to institutional security, but to public safety more broadly. This concludes our documentary overview of some of the most dangerous and influential prison gangs operating today.